Yeah, I think that in the months to come, the tragedy in Afghanistan in the United States will be overridden by larger domestic issues. Corona is making a comeback. There were more than 1,000 Americans who died yesterday. The levels are going up. We have problems with the economy. We have infrastructure bills. We have government that's terribly divided. I think the Americans will focus much more on this. And Afghanistan in 6 months or more, I think, will probably be a back burner issues. And if we can be able to evacuate a large number of Afghans, I think that will be a saving grace to minimize the damage that's already been done.
That the manner in which the United States comprehensively abandoned the Afghan government, which was its ally, will make many other reluctant American allies think twice about depending on American commitments.
But where it's going to be extremely difficult is that China, Russia, and all our adversaries are going to make huge propaganda value about this. As you know, China is already telling Taiwan, how can you be assured of American support what happened in Afghanistan? And Russia is making the same arguments. So unless the United States is prepared, first of all, to act more responsibly in Afghanistan, to be able to transport the Afghans who need transportation and come to some kind of accommodation with the Taliban, that will play heavily, certainly in how the United States is regarded. But in terms of our bedrock allies, Russia and China, and the threat that they are seeing posed to local countries, I think will exceed the downsides from the American withdrawal from Afghanistan. The situation in Iraq is far from settled. You have huge amounts of insurgencies. The threat of Al-Qaeda and other extremist Islamic groups is not limited just to Afghanistan. Wherever you look on the Arabian Peninsula, Africa, Al-Qaeda in many ways is thriving. But the fact is that the world is still a very violent place, and I can only hope that Americans will draw a further lesson from what's happened in Afghanistan before we use force again. But our history and track record since World War II has not been particularly good. Vietnam, Iraq, and Afghanistan are the key examples of those failures.